It's Richard Haggerty. Why is it that some smokers want to quit smoking, but they still find it really incredibly hard to quit? Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this today because it's absolutely vital for you to understand this, that you can go through the beginning parts of wanting to find a strong reason and still struggle, okay? And there's a difference between going through the mental process of getting to the point of making a change and then making that change and it being flipping hard, or actually making it a breeze and doing it in a fairly short period of time. Yes, there's always going to be effort, the effort of looking at your life, looking at your own personal reasons and making that choice. Yes, it is going to require some effort to want to make the change and be willing to invest some time and effort, but you only need to make that decision once, and then you can go and you can act on it. You can go and start and become a non-smoker today. So here's the thing, there are plenty of smokers out there who want to quit. Inevitably there's a process that you've got to go through. If you want to change, you've got to go through and you've got to look at your life and you've got to go and you've got to want that. Now, a lot of smokers say, I love smoking. I love the social aspect. I love how it makes the coffee or my drink taste better. I love the satisfying burn. I love the social aspect. But here's the thing, there'll come a point where you want to make this change. And let me let you in on a secret. If you want to make a change, you've got to understand that what needs to change is the association inside. It's those unfulfilled psychological needs. It's those feelings inside that are holding you trapped. You've got to break them. You've got to make a choice to go and break them. What do I mean by break them? Break these links. You'll know that you're stuck in a habit because you can put it aside for a bit, maybe even not do it for a few days, and then you're walking down the road and you see somebody smoking and you suddenly feel these pangs of jealousy. That's where you know that you feel like you're missing out on the social aspect. That's where you know that you feel like you're missing out on the taste, you're missing out on the satisfying burn, and you feel like it's just something's not right in your life. All right? And that's how you know that there's an association or a trigger. There's the unfulfilled needs that need to be addressed subconsciously. When you address them subconsciously, that's when smoking is easy. You quit and you're a non-smoker. You just do it, you get it done, it's taken care of. I know it can sound too good to be true, can't it? Let's be honest, it can sound too good to be true that you can do something for your life and you can change it really, really easily. Smoking is probably one of the easiest things I've worked with people all around the world because, well, firstly, you don't actually have to do anything. You just have to stop doing one thing. You stop going down the shop. You stop wasting your money. I mean, literally, you can just forget about it and just get on with your life. Secondly, you get loads of confidence and energy from doing it. But here's the thing. The change that's going to go on inside you, it's all about how you feel in relation to the world. It's all about those fulfilling those needs that are most important to you. Imagine fulfilling those needs and you can get on with your life. You feel fulfilled. I mean, doesn't that sound like something really worth aspiring to? Fulfilling your needs, meeting your needs inside is really, really important. We all know this, okay? If we're in a job, let's look at something basic. If we're in a job and we get no acknowledgement, we do a great job, we put in all our time and effort, we get no acknowledgement, okay? Even though it's fine and everything's done well, everything's done brilliantly, we know it, but we don't get any acknowledgement. How are we going to feel inside? Part of us is going to feel a little bit left out, a little bit missing. There's just something not quite there. It's a bit like that with smoking, okay? There are all these things, the social aspect, the sense of being able to enjoy food or a drink, the sense of rewarding oneself. Smokers struggle with this because it has become a symbol of their ability to meet their own needs. And you've got to break that. You've got to break that symbol. You got to know how to break that symbol and you'll be a non-smoker. Symbols are incredibly, incredibly powerful. If you doubt this, consider how many people will die for a piece of cloth with a few different colours on, i.e. flags. All right, a flag, that picture, that bit of cloth, it's a symbol for a country. It's very, very powerful. It's the same with cigarettes. Imbued into that, it's a bit like Sauron's ring. All right, it's become everything's become imbued into it, and it's created this strong sense of association. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? Because you can get a different symbol and feel better inside. And that's really where a stop smoking expert who understands how to work with the subconscious mind can add huge, huge value to you. Because you've got to know how to meet those needs to change that symbol. So changing the symbol for smoking, what it means to you, is key. Now, it doesn't have to be revulsion, right? One way people would do things in the old days was, some old school hypnotists would take people through and just make it so that somebody felt like being sick at the thought of smoking. Yeah, that can sort of change the habit to some extent. But then you've got people the rest of their lives who just feel revulsion around cigarettes and feel like they're missing out, still feel like they're cravings. It doesn't have to be that way. You can actually make that change, feel like you're feeling fulfilled inside, have no cravings and no withdrawal, and actually just feel a deep sense of pride that you did it, that you made a change. Imagine how good you feel when you've decided to be a non-smoker. And this is key. When you want to change and you're at that point, you do it because you've gone through and done that, not because somebody else has done it. All right, you felt inspired. Maybe something you watched. All right, maybe it's something you heard. Maybe it's a conversation you had, which is why before I help my clients to stop smoking, we have a strategy called consultation. We can go through all this stuff, okay, and see whether you're in the right place or what you need to do to get to the right place. But here's the thing. Once you've done that mental heavy lifting of making a decision that you want to change and you want to do it on your own terms, well, it's easy because, well, you've got the energy inside that's going to carry you along. And that energy, that river of energy is the subconscious mind. And that's really where I can show you to navigate that. That's where the change happens, with this deep emotional connection with the subconscious. So it's worth saying a bit about the subconscious. The subconscious mind, in essence, has two languages, the language of emotion and the language of symbolism. They're not exclusive, they work together. Think of your unconscious mind as the repository of all your abilities, all your resources, all your memories, all your potential, all the skills that you have, all the implicit learnings, implicit memories. It's all in there. And that's really where we need to go to help you to make a change to quit smoking. Why? Because that's where your needs are met. That's where the sense of feeling that you need something in your life. And that feeling, those emotions, once they become linked to certain activities, in the sense that you've got to do those certain activities, like smoking or vaping or smoking cannabis or drinking or eating cream buns, that's where the challenge is, okay? And we need to break that. We need to break that association so that you feel happy. Here's the thing. Even if you go through all the heavy lifting of making a decision, deciding you want to smoke, if you don't, if you expect that the cravings are going to be there, if you expect that the willpower is going to be required, if you expect that it's going to be hard, and if smoking for you feels like, even though you know it's not good for you, you still feel that you're missing out fundamentally, and you have this intense fear of missing out, this intense FOMO, then what will happen is it'll always be a struggle. It doesn't need to be a struggle. Get some help, get some support, break that connection, and you can be a non-smoker and have that identity and not think about smoking again. Never struggle again, because you can stop smoking now.